So I've never done this before. Never done this before. That is not what I meant to do. Oh God. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. We're gonna you guys right there for a second. Who's it? What's up, guys? I don't do this a lot. I'm just doing this. Hi, how's it going, Zara? This is just gonna be like just a quick live. I'm at work right now. I'm the only one here because Firewatch. So this is just gonna be quick little. If you guys have any questions about stuff that's going on, videos that are coming out, that's what this is. Not gonna be too much. I'm sorry, I don't do this a lot. What the heck is Prac? I did not. They didn't have it when I went. I don't know. I think they had something for the Naked Gun, which I was like, what? Yeah, no. Well, I'm seeing the Naked Gun tonight after work, so that'll be fun. Oh, Peak. Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you, Arch. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just hit 3,000 over here on YouTube, so that's why I'm going live. Doing this. Yeah. Am I the superior YouTuber? Yeah. You know what? Let's go with yeah. Yeah. I'm at work, but Hey, thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I definitely was never expecting to get to that point. That's for sure. I did not think even for a second. Any movies or TV shows coming up in August you're looking forward to? Really after the second week, not much. The one that I'm actually interested in, and it's a while ago, but it's finally coming to the States, is it's that Chinese movie, the one I posted about earlier. Thank you, Dom, for the congrats. I was, that was a very, very big surprise for me, honestly. I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh my God. I was not expecting that at all. Got 11 of y'all in here? What? I don't do that. I don't go live a lot. This is why I don't stream. I'm bored. Firewatch is the fucking worst, dude. I don't care for it. Sorry for my language. I'm gonna try not to. Oh my God, we got too many people in here. Too many dang people. You a worker? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. YouTube's more of a side gig right now. I don't know if this will do anything. We good? Yeah, Nobody 2 looks good. I like the first one. The first one was good. I'm not Firewatch. We would be working, but we're shut down right now. There's a lot of... thank you for the congrats, Plush Ball. I'm not going to go into detail on what's going on, because obviously then I'd get fired. Right now, I'm more... This is just going to be a quick live. There's not much. Firewatch it's cool, It's easy 4 hours. Yeah. My one coworker kept saying I should go live one day, and yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing today. I shouldn't be drinking that. I'm gonna lose weight. Right here. This is why I don't go live, because I do not have the personality for it. I'm better with writing scripts. I don't know, man. Yeah, he has his own podcast actually. That podcast actually recently blew up. They do like haunt stuff, and it's really cool. I appreciate that, M. Ruser. I appreciate that. Favorite movie coming out soon? August is just so barren. Like, there's almost nothing coming out. if I had to say, coming out soon would probably be the China that Chinese movie. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that's probably the one I'm most excited for. September has Jordan Peele's new movie, and I'm excited for that. And now, guys, I've been looking. Oh, your birth month's September too? I feel like it'll be decent. We got a new Spike Lee movie coming out on Apple TV. That'll be nice. We're supposed to be working. Well, I would be if we were running. That's the one, Media Lover. That's the one I was talking about. Couldn't think of the name. Trust me, Ellie, I would be working right now if we could run worth anything. But I can't say nothing about. What's up, amazing Luca Bros? Thanks for the hi. Yeah, right now I'm just on Firewatch. It's stupid. But I'm here. You're making money. That's what matters. Mom, if you're... What are you talking about? Honestly, it's more boring than anything. Every hour I just go around, make sure nothing's on fire. It's, you know, I'm making really easy money right now. Jim Carrey ranking, yeah. You watch any of the Hunger Game movies? I have watched all of them, actually, and they're good. They're good. When I consider, like, of all those, like, what am I thinking of? The, like, Divergence, that genre, you know, the young adult novel adaptations. I think Hunger Games is one of the better ones. But my personal favorite would probably be the Lord of the Rings movies. But I do not like the Hobbit movies. So there's that. There's going to be someone who says, oh, you're wrong. What's your favorite anime movie so far this year? It's a close call between Bad Guys 2 and K-Pop Demon Hunters. I think Bad Guys 2 was a really good sequel to Bad Guys. And then I'd say K-Pop Demon Hunters was the best original story I've watched this year. It's a toss-up between those two, I'd say. What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie? I'm not going to say that quite yet since I have the ranking coming out. But I'll give you a hint. It is from the late 90s. What is the best cartoon to live-action movie? That is a tough one. That is a tough one. I'll get to you in a bit, Zara. Whoa. A lot of people. Cartoon to live-action movie, I'd say probably the Scooby-Doo movies. They were the ones that I feel like captured the cartoon the best. Of the Lord of the Rings, I'd say the third one is easy. I'm not going to say yet. Nope. You don't get to see that until September. Oh, man. I'll probably get off here in about 10 minutes so I can make a round. You know, make sure my bosses don't get mad at me. Last thing I need. Not that anybody's here. I'm the only one in this. Me and one other guy are in this mill, and you know, whatever. The Rocky and Bullwinkle one. That's a good one. My only issue with that one is that it's kind of the same thing with the Tom and Jerry movie that came out a few years ago. What's good, Adrian? What's going on? My problem with the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie is the same as the Tom and Jerry movie. The biggest issue is that, man, the human characters get in the way of literally everything. Like, when it's just Tom and Jerry or Rocky and Bullwinkle on screen, it's great. It's great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put a lot more love into it. Do you sit in a tower and watch for fires, or is it somewhere else? No, that game is great. Oh, okay. I just sit in this break room until eventually I gotta make a round. What is one video game you know could work amazing for a movie, but everyone disagrees with you? That's a good one. Now think about that. Let me think about that. The Yogi Bear one was that's fair. I think that one. If I had to say a video game that I honestly think they could make it into a movie and it would, like, everybody I ever say this to says, no, that is the stupidest. I honestly think that the what is it? The Sims movie that's coming out. Everybody says Skyrim's a good one too, but everybody says a Sims movie would not work. I feel like, especially with the people that got handling it, I think it could work. But I also understand The Sims is not a it's a video game doesn't have a story and they don't speak English. So yeah, yeah. We'll go for another 10 minutes here. Yes, I agree. An animated Minecraft movie would absolutely go great. We need a Skyrim movie to show. Yes, and also no. I feel like they should, if they were going to do a show or movie based Skyrim, I want it to just be the Elder Scrolls and not just Skyrim. Skyrim is one of my favorite games, though. Who's your favorite actress in the movies? Let's go. I'd say the one that I always I always go out of my way to watch her. That girl from It. I forget, Sophie Lillis, is that her name? Same with Sonic. I would adore new anime. Yeah, yeah. I feel like the live action movies are fine and all, and I like where they're with them. But it would be nice to see an animated one again. I felt like I was the only one who ever watched Sonic Underground. That was me and my sister's favorite. That and the weird one that came out in the 90s. All weird, but the really weird one. The one that looked like it was on crack every single episode. Yep. Just looking at some you guys can't see them, but looking at some cameras. Yep, they're nothing's nothing's on fire, so we're good. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, that was it. I always thought that one was so weird because, like, why did Robotnik have that much cake? Next question. Next question. Okay, now what is the movie that could easily work for video game? Movie that could easily work for video game, and everyone disagrees with you. Okay, now what is a movie that? That's a good one. I feel like, and I just recently heard about this, but I feel like that there was a Rudolph game that's being developed. It's by my least favorite company, Game Mill, but I feel like, Rudolph is an easy story to adapt. Sonic or Super Mario? I'm going to go ahead and say Mario because I like more Mario games than I like Sonic games, which is funny because I have a Sonic costume that has gone in infamy. And I agree, Elder Scrolls 6 needs to get here. I hear more and more that it might be coming out next year. I don't know why they wasted time with Starfield. That game was so cheeks. I'm tired of pretending it wasn't. Yeah. Just quick, quickly. Yeah, Starfield, and I was so hyped for it too, and I remember I was so excited because I didn't have to pay for it. Delete one Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Incredibles. I don't like you, Lucas. I don't like you. Dang it. Well, I'd have to go off of the fact that Incredibles is a great movie, great Pixar movie, but it's not my favorite movie of 2004. I would have to say delete Incredibles because Into the Spider-Verse changed my life, dude. I'm sorry, I love Incredibles too. I know that's probably gonna go down in a, yeah. And it's not. I don't think that's gonna go down very well with people. I personally just feel like, Into the Spider-Verse was a more influential film for me. So, I mean, I'm not saying Incredibles wasn't influential, but it was definitely Into the Spider-Verse that. Yeah, I don't feel good about that one. What was your favorite film of 2004 if it's not Incredibles? That would actually be Spider-Man 2, and I know that's a cheesy answer, but the reason why Spider-Man 2 is my favorite film of 2004 is because where a lot of people, where Spider-Verse was the animated superhero film that, changed my life, Spider-Man 2 was my favorite. Like, my favorite live-action film that changed my life, I should say. Spider-Man 2 is a great film, yes. 2004 was a great year. I forget what even won Best Anime... Was that... What won Best Best Picture that year. I know Best Animated Feature was Incredibles. Oh, delete a franchise. Lord of the Rings or Super. I have to think about that because Lord of the Rings has that stupid Gollum game I talked about, and then Super Mario. I feel like I'd have to delete Lord of the Rings just so I can forget I played the Gollum game. I know that sucks, but yeah, that game was awful. That video, it didn't even end up being worth it. Spider-Man was my favorite Marvel. Yeah, he's great. He was definitely he's my favorite as a kid. Nowadays, I've just been introduced to so many superheroes that it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint a favorite. You know, Spider-Man's great. I'd say of like the MCU, I would probably say Captain America's an easy choice. Yes, I absolutely can. I can attest to that. Yes, Tom Holland. What I always said was, Toby is a good Peter Parker, but a bad Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, but a bad Peter Parker. Tom Holland was the best to do both. What one movie franchise you wish would never have happened? Norm of the North. Because I watched the sequels recently. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Norm of the North was just... Ugh. Superheroes recently are overwhelming, but I can agree with it. Yeah. My problem with superhero movies nowadays is that... With the MCU, it's oversaturation. It feels like they put a lot of stuff out, and like half of it's good. I'd like to point you to 2023. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was phenomenal. The Marvels, and did you see the new teaser? Yes. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. They had to do that quick before Tom Holland spoiled it. Oh, what did I say? What? Oops. Yes, that suit looks crazy though. Oh, okay. Would you pay money for a 10th anniversary re-release of Norm of the North in IMAX? I would pay money not to do that, actually. As a matter of fact, I would actually pay them to delete that movie off the earth. Best MCU film, Black Panther's good. Black Panther's good. Yeah, Black Panther's a great one. But I'm gonna go with Guardians 2. Guardians 2 is yes. Yes. Yes, I can agree. The superhero movies definitely. I feel like constant breaks with them will be a good thing for them, so they can develop it more. Because there's a lot of movies that come out in a year. You know, a lot of superhero movies too. I'm kind of glad that they're waiting till it'll be July when Brand New Day comes out, and that's when Supergirl also comes out. I'm actually kind of excited for Supergirl. I feel bad for anybody who did. That was one of the hardest movies for me to get through. One of the easily hardest movies for me to get through. Yes, that was the third one. Yeah, the third one is very sad and also very James Gunn. Yeah, I'll say that right now. James Gunn was holding back with the first two. But because that was his exit from the MCU, I think he felt like he could do whatever he wanted. But yeah, I'd say Guardians 2 is my favorite just because I like the music in that one. Kurt Russell is one of my favorite actors in the MCU because of how he played Ego, or whatever his name was. I sound drunk some days. It's Pepsi. Making sure that's known. I'm gonna need you to delete that comment. I'm gonna need you to... What's up? Sorry. What's up? I'm sorry if I messed your name up. I apologize. Infinity War, Winter Soldier, and Iron Man. Those are solid. Those are solid choices. Infinity War might as well be one of the best comic book movies ever made, in my opinion. Endgame's great, but it's a great last quarter. The first 3 quarters are a little slow for me. Winter Soldier's a good one, though. I never hear anybody say that one, actually. I think that's the first time I've heard somebody say Winter Soldier. The third one is probably, yeah, I can agree with that. The third one's great. I do hate that it was not as funny. It wasn't as funny as the first one. But, I mean, they were trying to set it. They were trying to finish it, you know. That's a good idea. That's a good idea for a 1950. Hey, thanks for being here, M. Rooster. We're gonna go here soon too. I gotta get back to Firewatch before somebody beats me. The Guardians movies are probably just genuinely my favorites. Civil War is great. Civil War is, I feel like that was the point when the MCU was reaching its peak, though. I think that was when, everybody was going to see these movies. I feel like the peak of the MCU would probably be 2015 to 2019. I'd say it started around the time of Age of Ultron. You know what? Let's go back 1 year, Guardians of the Galaxy. Best blue sky film. I'm gonna say the Peanuts movie. And that is one of my favorite, just comfort movies, man. I can watch that so many times and just feel nice. It's kind of like the 2011 Muppets film for me. I can watch it multiple times and I always just feel nice when I finish it. I'm not counting Nimona because it was blue sky, yes, but it was kind of like it was picked up. Winter Soldier is great. Oh yeah, Winter Soldier, I agree. I wouldn't say it's one of my personal favorites, but I do agree it's great. Yeah, I'm never doing a Marvel movie ranking. No, I appreciate my my integrity. Nimona is a great movie, though. Yes, I can agree. 2023 was a decent year for animation. I'd say Nimona's probably third place behind Boy and the Heron and Into the Spider-Verse. What did Disney put out? Wish. I was gonna say, what did Disney put out that year? No, it wasn't good. Hey, thanks, Media Lover, for being here. Is Chris Pratt a good voice actor? Yes and no. And the reason is because within it, he felt like he was having fun, but also knew when to tone it down. Like the last, I'm not going to spoil 2014 in animation when I get to that one. That was one of my favorite. Right there, that was one of my favorite years, and one of my favorite movies with him. But also Garfield. And I'd say even Mario, I feel like he was trying at least. It didn't feel like it. We're elevating the MCU and then left after Endgame. Yes, I can agree that they definitely made some weak films. Cherry is probably the worst of it. Cherry, I forgot it even existed. Somebody showed it, showed the poster. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. That was at a weird time when Tom Holland was everywhere, though, so it didn't really work. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Disney canon films. So you're talking about any movies that, like, Walt Disney Animation made, and not just Pixar. I'd say the best... I gotta think about it. I'm not gonna say the worst is Pocahontas, though. Pocahontas is bad, but for me, the worst one would... how do I say this? I'd say the worst one is easy. Home on the Range. That shit. I can't believe I used to watch that when I was a kid. I used to have I used to be active watching that. Like, yeah, those cows getting you. No, not anymore. The best one. That's tough. There's so many. A Nintendo video game that would be weird to be a movie. A Kirby. Kirby. Like how? He doesn't talk. They'd have to do something like Right Back at You, where they don't... Yeah, Kirby. I would say Kirby. I'd say... back to the best Marvel movie. What is the worst... 2024. Easy. Easy. Because while The Wild Robot was phenomenal... Kung Fu Panda 4... Megamind... I'm not even going to call it 2. And... Ruby Gilman. No, Ruby Gilman was that year. I guess Orion in the Dark wasn't bad. Best Disney film for me is Lion King. Yeah, Lion King's great. Lion King is great. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have a hot take here. That's not new for me. I'm gonna say Aladdin. 1928 in animation. Man, how do you predict what the next one was? No, I'm just joking. I'm not sure. That one would be funny though. Somebody suggested I should do a commentary on Steamboat Willie, and I have a few ideas if I ever do. Yeah, it's from the TV division. I guess that makes sense. Uh, but man, Megamind 2 is awful. Megamind 2 is awful. And the show wasn't much better. They really tried to say they were. DreamWorks has had a really good year, though, this year. They definitely bounced back a lot. Dogman was decent, and Bad Guys 2, like I said, it was one of my favorite animated films this year. I'm seeing Naked Gun today after work. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do you feel about Toy Story 4? Toy Story 4, I talked about in 2019 animation, and the thing about Toy Story 4, I don't think it's a bad movie, but it's so unnecessary. But yes, I can agree the ending's probably the best thing about it. Oh, you didn't like Mission Impossible 8? No, man. I guess I can understand it. It was very long, that's for sure. Mission Impossible 8 is, yeah, I like the Mission Impossible movies though. I can withstand being. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It was just disappointing because, like, that's the end, you know? The end. Yeah, I gotta readjust myself a little bit. In about 10 minutes, I think I'm gonna take another round. Yes, I have heard of the Annie Awards. Yes. Yes, that is. But I have never watched one fully. I'm curious of when there's going to be a best Pixar film. I love Wall-E. For me, it's Coco. Coco is the first Pixar movie to ever make me cry. And I don't cry at a lot of movies. I almost cried at Superman. I'll say that. I almost did, but then Michael, my roommate, looked over me. Yes, Tetris. I don't think Tetris counts though. Tetris is it's about the story. Okay, what Mission Impossible 4 through 6 are a generation. What we're on? Yes, I can agree. I can agree. Thoughts on Finding Dory? 2016 in animation comes out in September. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll say that I don't love it, but I don't hate it. That's all I'll say for now. That is definitely Gotta keep looking at them cameras. That's all that matters. As long as I'm looking at them cameras and nothing is going on. So I thought I'd reveal something real while we're just here. I bought a GameCube, an original Nintendo GameCube, for a video I'm doing soon, and it's $100. It still hasn't arrived yet, but I'm very excited because I need to figure out what I'll need to convert it to my capture card. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun video, though. I'm very excited about that one. I'm very excited to share that one with you guys. Oh my god! You just reminded me. You're gonna hate me for that. I have never played a Paper Mario game. I'm wanting to do. There's a lot of game series that I've never played. I mentioned that I never played Kingdom Hearts, and everybody freaked out. They were like, "Oh, you've never played Kingdom Hearts, but you're like an animation fan." Yeah. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. I've never played a Paper Mario game. I want to do a series where I just blindly go into those series, like no outsider information, like bare minimum. That would be great. That would be cool. But that's the way down the line, though. You get paid $1 a second every day, but you have to watch the entire Nora the North franchise. Dollar ain't worth it, brother. Dollar ain't worth it. Watch Rob Schneider Polar Bear for nope. Oh, that would be a cool one. I've never played WarioWare. I've never played those. I know they're good. I've watched plenty of Scott the Woz videos on them. Yeah, I know that the WarioWares are good. That would be a cool one. Worst twist villain. I'll say the best one's probably Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph. Worst? I would say Hans. I would say Hans from Frozen, but I'm gonna go with the guy from Big Hero 6 because it made fucking no sense. Like, to this day, I watch it, I'm like, okay, yeah, you just lost me. Actually, the whole third act of Big Hero 6 is kind of eh. Except for when Baymax sacrificed. That was cute. I actually love Big Hero 6 though. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to play all the Mario Party games. Australian or UK? I'm not going to answer that. I'm sorry. What is a 2000 CG anime film you think would get a legacy sequel someday? Let me think. Wallace and Gromit already got theirs. I would love to see Madagascar finally get a fourth film. I'd love to see that. I don't know. Oh, Best Ice Age. You read my mind. You read my mind. You didn't even have to. You didn't even. Yeah, it would be Ice Age 3. Ice Age 2 is a close second, though. Ice Age 2 is a close second, but only because I like Ellie. I like Ellie and Queen Latifah's funny. But the Possum Brothers, dude, they get on my nerves, dude. Oh, I can't. I've been working on Hoodwinked. Well, they did get a sequel, but we don't talk about that one. We don't talk about the Hoodwinked sequel. No, sirree. Nope. We don't talk about Hood versus Evil. No, sirree. It's almost gone. That was half full when I first started. Yeah. How do I? Okay, so guys, how do I explain to Czar here that I like Cars 2? Oh, what? It's a cool vending machine. It's a cool fridge too. Yeah. Planet 50. No. My only thing with Planet 51 is that it works better as a standalone film. I would like Monsters Inc. to finally get the actual sequel, not Monsters for You. That's actually, that right there is a solid. That's solid, except maybe flip Cars 2 to the best. No, I'm just joking. Right, it's like, man, that's my thing. Everybody says Cars 2 is the worst Pixar film, and I guess if you had to like take time, like you had to what am I trying to say? Cars 2 is a film that over time has become the worst Pixar film, but yes, I have seen the end. SpongeBob, oh my God, Over the Hedge 2 with families. A legacy sequel to Space Chimps? No. Okay, back to the SpongeBob thing. I'm getting distracted. There, on top of the movie coming out in December, they just announced a game in November that I am hyped about. I don't know why I get so excited for stupid SpongeBob games, but I want to play it. I want to play the SpongeBob games. Please. Let me play it. I want to play as the Flying Dutchman. Yeah. I would a legacy sequel to Space Chimps. As if Space Chimps 2 didn't hurt me enough. Yeah. I have actually done SpongeBob game ranking. And yes, that's Titans of the Tide. It's from Purple Lamp. And they did SpongeBob season 2. Season 2. Titans Purple Lamp did Cosmic Shake, which was my second favorite. Joe's TV show and movie corner. Space Chimps was tragically your 300th Blu-ray. It don't matter what else you collect. Nothing. Well, my least favorite SpongeBob game is a bit of a controversial take, but it's Atlantis Square Panis, and it's because it's the worst. It's the one SpongeBob game that's not really a game. It's a bunch of mini games put together. Oh my God, I forgot a legacy sequel to Treasure Planet. Yeah, one of those would be cool. Yes, Activision. They also made the Wreck-It Ralph game I just recently played. That I'm coming to a video very soon. Space Jam. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good question. It's not SpongeBob. Last Airbender is too basic. Last Airbender is a basic choice, so I'm not going to say that Last Airbender, even though it is phenomenal. You know what? Fuck it, Rugrats. Okay, I ran behind a little bit. Recommend Atlantis SquarePants DS. I might end up doing like an updated SpongeBob game ranking to do a more expansive list in the future. Which would work better, Spyro or Crash Bandicoot for a film? I feel like Crash has the better story, but Spyro is funnier. Best Nickelodeon film? The first SpongeBob movie for me. Rango is a close second. And the best DreamWorks film is obviously Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. I mean, that's going to be... I have seen that trailer so many times. Sorry, I get a little heated whenever I talk about Gabby's Dollhouse. It's a kid's movie, you know? I'm probably not going to go watch it, unfortunately. I have no interest. I have absolutely no interest in it. Same with Weapons, man. Everybody's saying that's going to be like one of the best films of the year. I see the trailers, I'm like, man, that's a tough one. From Pixar, I would probably say Lightyear. That was like the worst twist. Actually, I just said that the guy from Big Hero 6 is the worst twist villain. Lightyear. Disney. Disney is Home on the Range. DreamWorks. DreamWorks has a lot of bad movies. I'm not going to count Megamind 2 in this case. I'm going to go with the Boss Baby movies for DreamWorks. Illumination, Hop. I would easily say Hop. Is there any I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing a couple. I have not watched what everybody says is the worst Ghibli film, which is Earwig and the Witch. So of the ones I've watched, the worst one would probably be that one where they're all pandas or something. Okay, Sony and Blue Sky. Sony is, for me at least, Sony is Open Season 3. And then Blue Sky, I'd say Ice Age 5. That makes sense. Which franchise is worse? Space Chimps or Alpha? Space Chimps only had 2 sins. Alpha and Omega had all 7. So, yeah, Alpha and Omega, easy. The characters are hot. What? Those are all solid. Those are all solid choices. Mutant Mayhem's great. Hey Arnold, yeah. The first Rugrats movie. Not Rugrats in Paris? I always thought that one was cool. Why is it called mediabros? Oh. I don't know, I'm just sad. The other ones are at home, man. Favorite Leica Studios film? Coraline is a good one. And that's, once again, it's not abnormal for me to have a hot take. Paranorman is my favorite. It's not paranormal. Hello, Thane. How's it going? How we doing? Just a quick live before I have to get back to Firewatch. This was the only time I was ever going to be able to do a live. No, I would not like to see a Legacy sequel. I would like to not anymore. Sponge Out of Water, man. Everybody says it's so bad. No. As a matter of fact, I refuse. I refuse to call Sponge Out of Water bad. I think it was the best sequel you could have put to a film as great as the SpongeBob movie. I'm curious to see how the 4th one will do, because I hear a lot of people trying to do what they did with the Minecraft movie when SpongeBob says in the trailer, "Ooh, my lucky brick." They're going to just throw a bunch of bricks at the... and I'm like, dude, no, we're not doing that again. We are not. No, we are not doing that. No, we're not doing that again, as a matter of fact. And funny thing about that, the last time I saw a SpongeBob movie in theaters would have been Sponge Out of Water, because Sponge on the Run didn't come out in theaters where I was at the time. So that sucked. I don't think... Here's the thing about the Minecraft movie, right? It's a horrible movie. Like, if you watched it just normal, no theater reactions, yeah. But it felt like a concert, dude. And you know what? Yeah, it was immature. I'll go ahead and say there was nothing... We shouldn't have done that. Uh, no, no, no. I'm not doing that. Listen, smash and smash. So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time. That was a fun time. 10 more minutes, and then I definitely got it. It's been an hour since I did my last round, so I definitely got to get out there in 10 minutes. That's cool. Oh, you toured Warner Brothers? That's really cool. That's cool. I'm happy for you. I'm not jealous at all. I'm not jealous. What the hell was that? Sorry, there was. I got a YouTube notification from SMG4. I haven't watched him in forever. How's he doing? Yeah, it was. It was in production forever. You think that's bad? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was in production for a while, and then Blumhouse decided, you know what? We are FNAF. I'm gonna say it right now. The second movie better just cook. Conjuring. It's kind of hard for me to watch them because I know now that they were frauds, but they're fine. They're good movies. I know the fourth one's that one, Last Rites, is coming out. I might not watch it. I'm not sure yet. SMG4 fell off. I've been subscribed to him because I want to keep my support for him, obviously, but I haven't watched him a lot. I know that's harsh, but both. But the Avatar 3 I am reluctantly going to see. If you don't remember, I didn't care for the first Avatar, or the first two. What's the most overrated and underhated movies you've watched? Okay, that's a good one. Overrated, underhated. Well, I just got done talking about the Avatar movies. Yeah, Avatar. I feel like, they're just they're not my thing. Underhated, that's tough. I have to think about movies that I have been. Well, apparently Grown Ups too, according to my Adam Sandler ranking. A lot of people liked them. What is the best Glitch Productions TV show? I haven't actually watched a lot of Glitch Productions, but from what I have watched, I mean, I have watched The Amazing Digital Circus recently, and that was good. That was good. I haven't watched Murder Drones. I know a lot of people like Murder Drones. I just like Michael Cusack. All right, Thane. Hey, thanks for being around, brother. This has gone on a little longer than I was expecting. I always get nervous in front of my peers, in front of my people. I would say between SpongeBob 4 and Avatar 3, I'm more excited for SpongeBob 4, which is insanity. I like that SpongeBob's getting more attention. It's not. Oh, if it's 2:07 a.m., get to sleep. Go bed. Ranking of SpongeBob. Ooh, okay. Sandy Cheeks movie at the bottom. I don't think that's a big surprise. Sponge on the Run. Plankton the movie. Sponge Out of Water, the first movie. All right. My dad is texting me, y'all, so I'm actually going to get off here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's been cool. It's been cool. I'll see you all sometime later. 2022 in animation is in production now, so I'm hoping you guys will be there for that. All right, see you guys.